Hello, everyone, and welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Karen. Karen and I have amazing friends in common, and then we just found out we're also both part of BUMP, which makes sense because it's so many beautiful people. Karen, please tell everyone who you are and how you shed your light in the world.
Thank you, Melanie. I appreciate you having me. I'm Karen Seltz, and I get people clear from past trauma and current blocks using rapid resolution therapy. And I'm all about eliminating suffering and the meanings that our minds create that cause suffering.
And then one thing I've realized for sure particularly with trauma and the mix of that with talk therapy and how ineffective it is to resolve some of those past traumas, it is mind-boggling, right? And so tell us a little bit more about how different your approach is and how does it work?
Oh, I love that you brought that up, because the reason that I even found this modality is because I was clinically depressed. I was addicted. I was anxious. I had zero self-esteem, and I was always looking for someone outside of me to fill me up and make me feel better. And I went to lots of therapy. I did every modality that you can imagine, EMDR. I did everything. And nothing really worked. I was on 2 antidepressants. I was on Adderall. And then I did this rapid resolution therapy, or RRT. And it's so fast and so painless. And it's not reinforcing those patterns that made me believe that I was a depressed person, or that I was an addict, or that I was anxious. And I believe that, I mean, at least for me, I don't know about anybody else, my stories got so good that I told my therapist, when I told, every time I meet a new therapist, my stories got better and better of why I was so messed up. This is the reason I'm so messed up. And I was really convinced that this was true, but it wasn't the same version of the story I told the last one. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's how the human mind works. Like, we embellish. we got proof that we're messed up, right? Or at least I did. So rapid resolution therapy, you don't relive anything. It's a multi-level communication technique. So I'm communicating with the conscious mind, which is your logical mind. It's really you, right? You're the smart part of you. It's your creativity, your compassion, your ability to think strategically. So I'm making sure I'm making sense to that part of the mind. And then once I get your buy-in, like, yes, this makes sense. Yes. Oh, I get it. Which many of us have had these aha moments, and that's great, except that gives us yet another thing to beat ourselves up over because we're not doing it then. So then I can get into the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is where the real work gets done. That is the engine of the bus. It is responsible for 95% of everything you think, feel, believe, and do. And it is about as smart as a 4-year-old or a goat. So, many really smart people have a difficult time making changes, especially lasting ones, because they don't speak the language that the subconscious mind understands. So if you're speaking at a PhD level to a 4-year-old, there's going to be some miscommunication. It's not going to understand what you want. It doesn't understand concepts like, I am abundant, I am happy. Those are concepts. Like, what the heck does that mean? Tell a 4-year-old, hey, go be abundant, be happy. They're like, what? I can skip, I can draw, like whatever. They can do action things, specific actions. So the way this works is, I'll use an analogy because that's one of the things the subconscious mind understands, is imagine there is a soldier and he got separated from his platoon and he's crawling through the mud, and there's bugs and there's snakes and it's hot and humid, and he's got all his gear on and he's so uncomfortable. And why is he doing it? Because he's afraid that if he stands up, he could be shot. But what he doesn't realize is that the war is over and his side already won. So we have some really good news for this guy. And that's exactly how it is for your mind. Anytime you think about an event that's over and you feel any disturbing emotion, sensation, or thought, It's because your mind doesn't realize it's over. Like I said, it's primitive. It only thinks in the present tense. So it thinks that thing is either happening, about to happen, or just happened. And it's sending those fight, flight, freeze chemicals in order to get you to survive. So once it understands, hey, you already survived all of that stuff, it's over. Then it stops sending those impulses, those chemicals, those emotions, sensations, thoughts, and it frees up all that energy for this present moment and puts your conscious line back online. So you have access to your creativity, your compassion, your logic, your strategic thinking, all the good stuff in this moment. And it doesn't take a long time. It is not difficult. It's just a matter of speaking the right language to it that it understands until it gets it.
Mm. And you're speaking about the stories, like how your stories were getting worse and worse, but that is because of that re-trauma, that re-experience. The brain can't tell the difference between the past and the future and the present, and so it's reliving that whole, and that is a setback in itself, right? And so your approach doesn't involve any of that re-traumatization to heal, which is a very conflicting message, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's really not useful. And that's the way, like, we introduce a lot of different perspectives to people, and not as truths, but as a philosophical lens to look at things that allow us access and allow us to get things done. Because is it useful to retell the same story? I mean, I think about women that have experienced sexual trauma, and the therapists are trained to take them back to the incident as if they haven't felt it enough. And many of them are, I mean, they're re-experiencing it as if it's happening now. Yeah. But to add to that, since that time, they've created a bunch of meaning. Well, not them, but their subconscious minds. Like, I shouldn't have been there. Now I'm soiled. Who's going to want me? Now I'm whatever. I'm damaged goods. And this meaning creates so much suffering. So that's part of what I do, is to get the good news to the subconscious mind that this stuff's over. The other part is to unhook those meanings, because they're not useful and they create so much suffering.
And letting go of all that belief and limiting, situations for your clients, I'm sure helps them to transform a lot. What methods do you use to offer your services to people? You have the one-on-one. What else are you offering?
Yeah, so that's mainly what I do for this. I also do coaching. So if somebody has some long-term goals or short-term goals, I do coaching as well. But these sessions, usually I do 3 sessions with people, and that's enough. It's enough to clear decades. So I have people in their 60s that are like, okay, I'm done. They're just done. Like, it's all done. And then they're free to move about the cabin. And I was talking to you earlier about a collaborative project that I've done with a friend of mine, Jennifer McKenzie. She is an energy practitioner. She's a psychic medium, Reiki master. And we did this master class called Unkink Your Financial Hose, Become an Abundance Magnet. And what I did is some RRT and removed people's blocks to worthiness and to receiving, because many of us have them. And then she did this process it's so short and remarkable. So it uses heart-brain coherence, which is a way of opening yourself up to receiving and to loving yourself and others in a greater way. And we did this process called sounding out your soul's note, which is your soul sounding out a note to the souls of the people that are meant to work with you. And when I did this with her initially, this is before we ever did the workshop, I, as an entrepreneur, generated income every single week for 4 months straight. Now, that had never happened in my entire life as an entrepreneur, 8 years. And since that time, my business is up 200%. 200%. Yes. So she does the energetic pieces, and we have another one coming up on August 19th. So that's exciting.
Yes, we'll have to put the link in the comments below because I know people are going to be really wanting to participate in that. That's beautiful. I love the connection of the two methods. I'm really fascinated with different approaches to open up the body and receive. And so I love that you're found a really good match and that you're able to offer it together. That's gorgeous. That's exactly what the world needs is different
I
methods and
agree.
approaches.
Yes, my friend, well, Jennifer, she's like, you take care of the shadow parts, and then I put in the light. And that's the thing. It's like when you have all this crap in the way, like say you
Mm.
have an ice cream cone, and at the bottom there's a scoop of feces, and then you put like 3 scoops of ice cream. When you go to
Yeah,
lick it, you're still smelling the feces. It's like
yeah.
putting glitter on it. So I take the feces out, the crap out. We get rid of the crap, so you have, just ice cream that you can enjoy. I made
I
it
love
PG for
that. How about the next time I'm going to eat ice cream?
you. You're welcome.
I love it. I love it. That's exactly it, right? You got to let go and make room for new emotions, new energy, new possibilities within yourself because we are so full already.
So full of crap. It is. It's just stuck data though. And then, once it's gone, it's like you're free,
Mm.
you're clear, and
Mm.
the world is literally your oyster. And we cannot do this ourselves. I mean, even though I'm a practitioner, I can't do it for myself. I get to go have someone else do my brain, fix it, like get this crap out of the way.
That's right. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love it. I love what you're doing. One question I always ask everyone is, how do you share one conscious love every day? What does that bring up for you?
That's such a beautiful question. I love it so much. For me, it's all about intention and coming home to myself and sharing the light that has always been within me. But stuff happens, right? So, beliefs get put on me, stuff happens, and it kind of puts I explain it this way. We all have this light inside of us. And imagine there's a window in front of your heart or your soul. And when events happen or beliefs like soot or mud or dirt get put on that window. So what I do with people is like clean off that window so their light that's always been there can shine. And it is literally a choice away. Many of us don't realize it. Like we can connect to the light and the love that's within us, and that is within everyone at any moment. So it's just for me, like I breathe in and out through my heart breath 3 times, and then I remember the truth. So I believe that energy knows no bounds and it takes no time to get there. So when you think a loving thought, it
Mhm.
reverberates out into the world and it changes like the butterfly effect. It changes the fabric of the universe. So imagine each person, how much you matter, how much your thoughts matter, because your thoughts are what is creating. So when you have these thoughts of love and these feelings of love, and you can really get into a high vibration. And by that, I mean, like, what are you really grateful for? Or who is a person or a pet that is easy to love? Not, someone you're supposed to love, but like for me, like my
Right.
dog, I love her so much. She's so easy to love all the time. Like she's
Mm.
adorable. So if I can put her in my heart and then think loving thoughts and then send those out to the world, I know they're being received. And it's also bouncing back to me. I feel really good.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Anything else you want to share with everyone watching?
But there's so much. I believe that your birthright is to be happy. You are pure love. You are pure magic. And if you are suffering at all, it's just stuck data in your mind. It has nothing to do with you. There's nothing wrong with you. So get it taken care of. Check out rapidresolutiontherapy.com or check my website out, karenseltz.com, and 3 sessions, man. Take care of it. Boom.
That's beautiful. And it is inspirational. So thank you so much for sharing that today. And please put all your links in the comments so it's easy for people to find. And I look forward to having you on the One Conscious Love Network again. That was a really beautiful, beautiful shared experience here. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Karen, for being here. We'll
Thank
see
you
you
so much,
on
Melanie.
we'll see you in the group again soon. I'm certain.
Yes. Right.
Thanks everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.